Hey, Team Impact. We're just getting ready to get started here on Wednesday. Um, so make sure that you're checking Schoology and the homework hotline, concerned about some of your grades. So continue to stay with me. We're going to talk about inequalities today. We had a really good warm up if you were out, we had a good warm up on combining like terms and independent and dependent variables. So this is probably more of a review today than anything, but it's important that we're able to do it, so let's get after it. An equation uses an equal sign to show that both sides are equal, right? One side is equal to another. 7x equals 49. That's going to be equal to that. That's an equation. An inequality shows that both sides may not be equal. Okay, so we have some new signs, and some of you, most all of you, should have seen this from Khan Academy, the exploratory, but we have a greater than sign. Okay, get out of the idea that the alligator eats the bigger number. Know your sign. The next one is a greater than or equal to. This is going to be a new sign, right? And we're going to put a line underneath. Okay, so it's greater than or equal to. Okay, and we have a less than sign, and we have a less than or equal to sign. So these signs, two are new. These ones are old hat, right? Okay, let's get started here and go ahead and fill these out. You should be able to do this. Pause the video and do this. 4 is certainly less than 9. 5/10 is greater than 45 hundredths. 3 is less than 6. And 1 and 4 hundredths is going to be, is going to be less than, I almost put the wrong sign down, less than 1 and 4/10, right? Okay. So just a quick review there. Use the variable as a starting point when reading the inequality. 6 is less than or equal to x can also be written as x is greater than or equal to 6. We can flip the numbers around and the sign. A value can be substituted to determine if the inequality is correct. So x is 5. 5 plus 6 is greater than 11. No, that does not work, all right? X is 6. 7 times 6 is 42. Is 42 less than 45? Yes. So we need to perform the operation to see if it works for us, okay? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and do numbers 1 to 6, and then check it after you're done, okay? So 11 plus 8 is greater than or equal to 19. Well, 19 is equal to 19, so yes, that works. Okay, so if they're equal to, that's what they're talking about there. 12 is greater than 3? Sure is. We don't need to write anything there. How about this one? 13 minus 12 is 1. Is that greater than 30? No. No, it's not. So all we're doing is substituting, all right? Is 16 less than 22 minus 8? Well, is 16 less than 14? No, it's not. Is 48 divided by 12 less than or equal to 3? 48 divided by 12 is 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 3? No, it's not. It's greater than 3. How about number 6? 10 plus 5 is less than or equal to 20. Is 15 less than or equal to 20? And absolutely. So it's about showing your work, and it's about explaining what you did, right? So it's a nice little start to the lesson. Let's flip the page. Now, on the next page, we see that we have some inequality signs, and we're going to do some graphing here, okay? So greater than sign is this. To graph a greater than sign, we're going to circle it, leave it empty, and we're going to draw an arrow to the right because anything greater than or equal to. This is also going to be drawn to the right, but Since we have an equal to, we're going to fill in the circle because the number that is circled could equal that. And you're going to see what I mean down here in just a minute. We have a less than sign, and we have a less than or equal to sign, and it's going to be filled in. So anytime that we have an equal to, all right, we fill in the circle. Anytime it's just a less than or greater than sign, we leave it empty. Okay, K is greater than 11. Okay, so we're going to go to the number 11 and circle it. We're going to leave it empty because it doesn't include that number. So any number greater than 11 will work for this: 12, 13, 14, 15, and so on. Okay, 12 is greater than or equal to F. Now, if we circle 12, 12 is going to be greater than or equal to F. So F is going to be less than. Now, since we have the equal to sign, we're going to fill in the circle. Okay. Number 9. D is less than 6. So I'm going to circle 6, and I'm going to leave it empty. And I'm going to draw a line to the left because any number less than 6 works for that solution. So if 6 were included, I would have had a line there underneath for the equal to. C is less than 25. So I circle 25 and I leave it empty and I go that way. Because C, any number less than 25. And look how the intervals are changing. That's nice. 0 is less than or equal to B. Okay, so I'm going to circle 0 and I'm going to fill it in because 0 would work for that solution. 0 is less than or equal to 0. All right, but I have to draw the line this way because any number including 0 or greater than 0 works for that. Number 12. X is greater than or equal to 4.5. So I'm going to circle 4.5, which is right there. I'm going to fill it in because I have an equal to sign. And any number including 4.5 or greater works. Okay. So we're just graphing inequalities here. Okay. Next up, number 13. The McDonald family spends no more than $150 for groceries each week. No more. So now, okay, and I'm hustling through this because I'm running late for bus duty here. All right. The McDonald family spends no more than $150 for that. So here's X and 150. Now, could it be 150? And the answer is yes, it could be 150. But could it be greater than? No. So X is going to be less than or equal to 150. Anytime you're writing inequalities, I would always put the variable first for a couple reasons, okay? And I'll talk about those later. All right, but when they're the variable second, like in number 11, all right, or like in number 8, all right, it becomes confusing. Number 14. All right, so, I forgot the graph, didn't I? All right, so I'm going to put 150 here, 140 here, and I'm going to circle that, and I'm going to fill in the circle, and I'm going to go to the left, okay? Number 14. Jared earns at least $10 when mowing. So here's X and 10. Could it be 10? Yes, it could be 10, at least 10. So X is going to be at least 10, or X is going to be greater than or equal to 10. Okay, so we're going to circle 10, 15, 20, and so on. I'm going to fill it in because there's an equal to sign, and I'm going to draw it to the right. Number 15. Jaslyn must score higher than 92 on her science test. So here's X and 92 to make an A. So higher than doesn't mean it includes 92. It has to be greater than 92, right? So here's 92, 93, 94. I circle 92 and I'm going to leave it empty because there's no equal to sign. I'm going to go to the right. Okay. Number 16. It takes Alex fewer than 15 minutes to walk to school. Here's X, here's 15. So could it be 15 is the question. And the answer is no, fewer than. So x is less than, all right, 15. And I'm going to circle 15, or circle that, 14, 13, and I'm going to go to the left. So again, when we're writing the inequalities, let's put x first. And what you're going to notice here is when the variable's first, the arrow is going to tell you which way to draw your line. Now, if you have an equal to sign, you have to fill in the circle. We are going to skip 17 on this because I'm out of time. And your homework is the next page. So please work on that. Have a good day.